Welcome to the Lovestead.
Hello, welcome back to Lady Lovestead Reads. My name is Jessica, and today I'm sharing with you my Polarathon reading vlog. When I started editing this vlog, I realized I didn't have an intro, so this intro is forward in time, and then we'll go back in time to the start of the vlog. So, Polarathon is a readathon hosted every year by Jade at Jade Reads, and it is a week-long readathon the first week of February. For this, she has a really cute graphic that she designed to prompt us to read certain books. That came out really weird. But I am on team Arctic Animals, and this team is led by Pris at Pris Sprints. And so our prompts are to read. I've got it written down because I'm prepared. Okay, a book with cozy vibes, a book with a snowy cover, a book with an animal friend, a book with an Arctic setting, and a polar fantasy. You can double up on the prompts if the prompts are back-to-back connected on the way up the mountain. So let's go ahead and get into the vlog.
Hello, so it is Tuesday, and I'm just checking in because it's day one of Polarathon, Tuesday, February 1st, day one of Polarathon, and we're vlogging it. I am so exhausted right now. I have a lot going on at work right now, and like basically my schedule, well, I just have a lot going on. So like last night I was at work till 1 in the morning, and yeah, so I was at work till about 1 in the morning last night, and I didn't get a whole lot of sleep, and I'm really tired today, and it is 3 p.m. I'm still drinking coffee, which means I probably won't get much sleep tonight. That was a good decision. And okay, let's talk about what I'm reading. So I'm reading Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney. Hear me out. I know you don't automatically think Polarathon when you hear that book title, but it is set in an isolated setting in the middle of this terrible blizzard, and there is snow on the cover. So I think it counts, right? That's a little bit polar, wintry. The one prompt just says snow on the cover. Right? I'll count it. But truly though, for Polarathon, the books that I have planned are the third book in the Winter House series by Ben Guterson, the second book in the Frostheart series, and then if I can get my hands on it, Ice Whisperers by Helinka Stachera, because that is the middle grade monthly's pick for the book club this month. But the problem with that is I don't think I'm going to get it from my library in time. Like, I put the request in, and it's been a couple weeks now, and I just don't think I'm going to get it. So if I want to substitute Rock, Paper, Scissors in place of the Ice Whisperers, I think I can make that work. Yeah. So yeah, today's Tuesday. I got up, had breakfast, went to work. I'm still at work. I'll check in when I stop working. I bought myself a flower arrangement because I was feeling stressy. Isn't it pretty? Has hydrangeas and lilies and daisies and roses. And some greenery to kind of fill it in. I think it's just lovely. And it smells like heaven. And I've got it right here on my desk. So as I'm like grading papers, I can just lean over and give it a sniff. Hello, it is about 5 o'clock here on Tuesday, and I'm actually not done with work for the day, but I have gotten a good chunk of work done. I got through work for this committee I'm on that needed to get done. I got through some teaching sessions with my students, tutoring session with my students. The rest of the night, I need to finish grading my students' late work because y'all be submitting stuff late, because late work that they have turned in late. No, it's fine. I give my students some pretty good wiggle room on due dates. So I do need to grade some student papers and whatnot yet tonight. And then I have to submit a couple conference proposals before midnight tonight. So I still have some work that I need to get done. I'm developing a new course that I have to work on a little bit, but that might have to wait till tomorrow. Anyway, I needed a brain break, so I started dinner. We are having a crockpot cowboy stew. Like, thank the Lord for crockpots, right? Because, like, what a time saver they are. Like, truly, what a blessing. And I'm going to do about half an hour of reading, I think, of Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Sweeney. So let me tell you a little bit about what this book is about. It is a thriller. It's set in Scotland at this remote cabin. It's a domestic thriller. And the couple is, as what typically happens in a domestic thriller, they are having problems. They are taking a weekend to try to figure out if their marriage can make it or not, which I think is a pretty common storyline in a domestic thriller. So it's like an isolated setting, and so far it's just fine. I'm like 100 pages in, and it's fine. I'm not thrilled by the thriller. Not yet anyway. I mean, there are some like spooky things happening, but I feel like they're just thrown in to add a little bit of suspense, and they're like the lowest hanging fruit for spooky things, like jump scares and stuff. Like, the power went out. You know, really, really the lowest hanging fruit. The power went out and they heard scratches. Like, I wrote that kind of horror when I was in the 3rd grade, right? So far I can't say that I'm too impressed by it. I mean, I think what will turn it around for me is if there are some really good twists. But we're 100 pages in, so I don't know. Now, part of the plot with this is that the woman's husband has a disorder where he cannot recognize people's faces. I'll put the name of the disorder up here. I can't remember it off the top of my head, and I'll probably mispronounce it anyway. And I think that could set it up for some interesting twists, but so far we haven't really seen a whole lot of that happen. So far it's mostly been like the low-hanging fruit of spooky spooks. So I'm going to take about half an hour and read some more of this. And then I'll probably rotate between work stuff and reading because I am getting kind of fatigued mentally. So I will probably read, do a conference proposal, read, grade papers, read, do my other proposal, and so on and so forth. So if my feelings about this book change as we go along, I will let you know. Hello friends, it is day 3 of Polarathon, and I'm just letting my car warm up a bit because it's like a polar landscape here in Iowa today. And I'm about to go out to the barn to tend to my animals. So, whew, you can see my breath, it's so cold. It is 14 degrees right now, but it feels like 8 with the wind chill. So I am almost done with Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Sweeney, and I'm enjoying it. There was a nice little twisty twist in there. There was a twist that I predicted in there as well. I'm really curious to see how it wraps up. One thing that I'm a little bit disappointed by is that the author didn't do more with the face blindness. Like there's just a few little details that could have been adjusted, and then she could have removed that element from the story entirely and still written the same story. So I was really hoping that the face blindness would play more of a role in what happens in this book than it does. But again, I'm not quite done with it, so maybe there will be another like wild twist that will make it more interesting. I think right now it's at about a 3-star read for me. And I liked it. Like, don't get me wrong, I liked it, but I will say I'm a little disappointed because it was so hyped up that I was really excited for like a mind-blowing thriller, and it did not blow my mind, or has not blown my mind thus far. Life is wild for me right now. Work is so intense right now. Like, I have been going to bed at maybe 2 or 3 in the morning every day. And all I do is like work, do the bare minimum to keep myself alive, and then read a bit before bed. And like, that is my life right now. I haven't even been out to the barn yet this week. Like, this is my first time going out this week, and I usually go every single day, and it's just, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't like being this overloaded at work. I really, really don't. I'm not glorifying it. I'm saying this is bad and I want it to change. So, we'll see what today holds. I think I will finish Rock, Paper, Scissors and then pick up my next book for Polarathon. So that was my check-in for today.
Hey, welcome back to the vlog. It's Friday, February 4th, and I did finish Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney. It's like super late at night here right now, so the lighting is very craptastic, but we're just gonna roll with it. Books. I finished Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney, and I thought it was okay. I gave it 3 stars, and before I get into talking about it, I will say that I enjoyed it. I enjoyed spending my time reading this book. So the stuff that I say is just little things that kept it from being a higher star rating for me. But I will read more Alice Feeney. It was a good time pass. So, also, I am watching the Winter Olympics. I am obsessed with the Olympics. I have been since I was a wee child. So, I'm watching snowboarding right now. So, if I get distracted, it is what it is. So, anyway, rock, paper, scissors. I can't remember if I explained what it was about earlier, but it's about this marriage that's in trouble. So the couple decides to go on a weekend away to this remote little cottage in Scotland. And they don't know who, like, supposedly the wife won a weekend getaway in her work holiday party. She gets an email saying, hey, you want to get away to this cottage for the weekend? But her husband's like, okay, who exactly owns this place? Like, who's the money? She doesn't really know. Like, she can't answer that question. So they don't know who owns the place or where they're going. And there's like this blizzard. So they get snowed in. And the man in the story has face blindness, which I think is called propagnasia. And, oh, Chicky just fell. Okay, she's okay. Oh, but she's not going to make it into the finals. Poor baby. Anyway, yeah, the guy has face blindness. And honestly, I was hoping for more to do with that because I feel like she could have done so many cool twists and turns with the face blindness aspect. Really, if you just changed around a couple small elements of the story, that didn't even need to be a part of it. Like, you could take the face blindness stuff out of the story entirely and it would still be the same story. So, so with that, there were some twists. The major one I predicted, and there was a minor one that I didn't predict that did make me go, oh, that's interesting. The characters were pretty well developed. They're very broken people, which I love. And the thing that bothered me the most, I would say, that really kept this from being a higher rated book was the writing. Like, every other sentence was a literary device. Reading this, I felt like I was getting punched in the face over and over again with literary devices. It was like symbolism, symbolism, character development, metaphor, metaphor, plot development, symbolism, plot development, simile, metaphor. I mean, it was just like nonstop. And it kind of lost its effectiveness because those literary devices are meant to be powerful when used very purposefully, and I felt like they were just sprinkled in like confetti, like every other sentence, and it pulled me out of the story a lot. Big thing for me with thrillers is immersion. If I can't get immersed in the story completely, it's not going to get a high rating for me. So that's really what pulled it down for me, was it was just like back to back literary devices. I didn't like that. I thought that the writer could have done more with the plot and with the twists and less with the trying to be more than a thriller. It sounds so pretentious to say that, but that's my honest opinion. Anyway, that is the book that I read for Polarathon. That is The Snow on the Cover. And next I'm going to be starting Winter House Mysteries by Ben Gooderson. This is a middle grade sort of fantasy, sort of mystery. It's about Elizabeth who lives at this hotel called Winter House, which is set in a like persistently wintry setting, and she solves puzzles and mysteries with her friends. And it's just really cozy and soothing. It's the last book in the trilogy. Very excited to get into this. I'm reading two other books right now, though. One is King of Scars by Leigh Bardugo that I'm buddy reading with my friend Johara. And then the other one is Night Film by Marisha Pessel. And this is a book that I'm doing as a read-along in the month of February. And so I think instead of jumping straight into this one today, I'm actually going to try to read a chunk of King of Scars and Night Film, and then I will pick this one up tomorrow.
It's about 8 p.m. on a Sunday night, and I am about to get started with Winter House. We'll see how far I get through it. I'm probably not going to be able to finish my full Polarathon TBR within the week of Polarathon.
It is Tuesday, February the 8th, so Polarathon has officially ended, and I did not end up reading all 3 of my books. Work has just been very intense lately, but I did read Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney, and that counts as the snowy cover one. I gave that book 3 stars. And then I got about 100 pages into The Winter House Mysteries by Ben Gooderson. I'm really enjoying this one so far. It's got the cozy vibes. It's got the characters that I love. It has the mystery. It just, something about this series soothes my nervous system. And I couldn't tell you what exactly it is that does that, but it does. I love this series so much. So this one counts as a book with cozy vibes. I unfortunately did not get to Frost Heart, and I don't know if I'll end up reading it in February or not because I'm already, sorry, there's dust in the air. I'm already behind on my February TBR by quite a bit. So this might have to be a carryover into March. We shall see. Hey, this could be good for middle grade March, now that I think about it. There we go. I hope you enjoyed my Polarathon vlog. I feel like I didn't do a whole lot, but hopefully it was still somewhat entertaining for you. If you made it this far and you just want to let me know you're here, go ahead and leave a snowflake emoji in the comments down below. And until next time, make sure that you continue to read good books, drink good coffee, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye!